Hi YouTubers, this is Sassy Sarah coming to you on this beautiful Saturday, June 25th. I actually have some time to myself today and I wanted to share a little bit of a package that I received today. My husband and I have decided to homeschool my daughter who is going to be in pre-K this year, and we actually got the curriculum ordered from Timberdoodle. And if you haven't heard about Timberdoodle, then I would recommend that you go over to their website, www.timberdoodle.com. No, I do not work for them. However, I've heard a lot of great things about them, and I ordered a custom kit for my child. And when you go on their website, you can look at all their products. They have a basic product, a complete product, and an elite product. And if you don't like any of those three, you can custom make your own kit. And so that's what I did, and I just really want to kind of go through this merchandise and see what to expect, because I'm very, very excited about what we're going to be doing. So join me as I've opened up the box, but I haven't looked at anything, so you're going to be joining me as we explore this package. It's a 50-pound box, mind you, so, you know, it's not that light. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing here is the Farmland fold-up playmat. And I believe this is supposed to assist with her mathematics section. Timberdoodle, it has different subjects that we'll be doing, and so this year I'll be doing language arts, math, STEM, science, some history with her, which is going to be basic things, and obviously writing and things like that for pre-K. So this is a fold-up playmat, and it has a little dog, and it looks like a little wagon of some sort. Not sure how to play it yet, but I'm sure we'll read the instructions and figure it out. Their curriculum catalog, and it just has all the products that they sell. And Timberdoodle is known for, from my research, it's known for its hands-on experience for children. It's not always just about reading to a child, but really trying to learn the style of the child. And if your child is someone who learns by doing practical things, then this is probably going to be a good kit or a good alternative for you to look into. Again, I haven't tried any of these things yet. I am a participant, and I am part of a Timberdoodle parents Facebook group. And so I hear loads of stories, people who have had experience with Timberdoodle. It's not sponsored by Timberdoodle, even though one of the great news that we got is that they're going to start their own Facebook group as well. And so, oh, this is kind of neat. A little bag, guess, for whatever, to carry the products, or, you know, if you want to go out to the park and teach. The whole approach of homeschool is that it's not just in your home, it's not just in one room as well. It's supposed to be really natural, and I'm going to try and teach a lot outside as well. So we're going to see how that goes. The next product here we have is a magnifier and tweezers, which are going to help us, I guess, to do some science projects and to go out and explore nature, to go and see the world out there. And my daughter does love to get in the dirt. She likes to look around. She also loves seashells in the beach. So I think this will be cute. My next product here is the Brain Builder Peg Set. And this is where they'll learn about patterns, how to build, kind of like a Legos type of product. And so it has different levels as well, from easy to hard. So it should be able to grow with your child as well. So looks very interesting. It says it encourages cognitive development, cause and effect, and creativity. It should be interesting. Ooh, this looks cool. This is the junior This is Junior Engineer or Junior Extra. This looks really cool. I like this. This is also very kind of Lego-ish. It, you could see the little pieces inside. You can start creating things. And this is really, I guess, part of the STEM part. Learning how to build things, making models. One of the things that is going to be very important for me to teach my daughter is about, I guess, just exposing her more to STEM subjects and just learning how to build. I don't think that, this is probably not my forte, but something I definitely want to expose her to. So that's good. Next thing we have here are the Jumbo Farm counters, and this is part of the mathematics subject as well. I know it's like part of a game board. It's going to help them learn how to sort, how to count, their shapes as well, even though my daughter already knows her basic shapes, but to really solidify them, I guess. And it also helps them to focus on colors, on their colors. And again, she knows some of these things, so this will be just to kind of cement the issue. But I hear this is a good game as well, and the parents and kids play with it, so sounds good to me. As you can tell so far, Timberdoodle is very activities prone. Not so much reading, and which I love reading. I'm an avid reader, and so it's definitely one of the things that I want to instill in my child as well. But I do know that there's some other curriculums, like I've heard of Sunlight, for example, which are heavy into reading. And so definitely this is about me experimenting and figuring out what's my child's learning style. If I can start assessing that and pinpointing that, then I guess that's where we're going to have our best success. She loves reading as it is. She loves me reading to her. So my goal is really for her to just kind of have that well-rounded experience with education. Okay, the next thing is play and trace. This is going to help her to learn how to write. And so it's a tool that's given to them. It helps them not only to learn, but also to develop their communication skills. Basically, it's a translucent writing screen over the pictures, and they trace over the object or the letter. So they write and they learn. Very neat. This is the picture in the back as well. So, very cool. The next one is the A to Z magnet tab. And they're going to start writing their first letters. It helps them to trace the letters and write them out. I guess it has a lot of pieces inside from what I can hear. This is kind of exciting for me. It's like a lot of toys for Christmas, but they're all educational, so very cool. Okay. What's this? Oh, finger painting. Paint towards, okay, for young, so finger paint for young children. My daughter does like to paint, and even though, and I like to paint as well, but it does get so messy. And I know, I know intellectually or, theoretically we're supposed to let them explore and go crazy and paint away, but then, you really have to clean up, and I'm trying to be good with that. It just gets really messy, really messy. But I'll see how this helps. It says it uses their little bottles to put the paint on pretty palette. Dip your fingers in the paint and off you go. Follow the instructions to complete the funny backgrounds or do your own thing. So I'm assuming from just reading this that there are backgrounds that are already kind of preset and they're just going to paint them in. So that'll be nice. Gets them used to colors, coordination, and movement. Sounds good. Oh, this is so exciting. For me, anyhow. Okay, so this is the My First Super Science Kit. I was a horrible science student. Eeks. And yet it's funny because I do feel like I am experimental, but when it came to science, I just couldn't do it. But as I've gotten older, it's really about how you develop and how you push through certain things. And I definitely don't want to hand down any of my limitations to my child. And even the strengths that I have may not be her strengths. And so what I'm also glad of is that my husband is going to be partaking with me, and he's going to be helping me to teach as well. So I'm not homeschooling by myself. I actually have the opportunity that my husband's going to be teaching with me. So we're going to have a ratio of 2 teachers to 1 student, and that's going to be awesome. And we both have different strengths, which is good as well, because we're going to need it. And so as you can see, my first Super Science Kit. Ooh, it has a magnifier as well, which I didn't realize. It's going to help conduct electricity, it says. What else? Grow amazing snow. Very interesting stuff here. And yeah, this is all for a pre-K student. This is gonna be. This is I never did this in pre-K. Actually, I didn't go to pre-K. So, oh well. This should be very interesting. Oh my gosh, so many things, so many things. This, I have no idea what this is about. I know this is something. Blue. I'm sure this has to do with another activity in here. It just came like this, so I'm not quite sure yet what it's for, but we'll figure that out. Okay, the next one is the 3 Little Piggies. And this is, it develops logical reasoning, higher cognitive thinking, and visual and spatial perception. So I guess you help the little piggies build their houses. As you can see in the back. It's a puzzle game and a picture book as well. Oh, this looks like fun. Then we have the logic, 4 books from Cumin. It's logic, spatial reasoning, differentiation, and creativity. I'm sorry, the lettering, the colors, it was a little difficult to read. But these are the thinking skills workbook. So the spatial reasoning book is going to help with tracing, mazes, following direction, jigsaw puzzles. I love jigsaw puzzles. Copying shapes, comparing height, and coloring patterns. For the differentiation book, it's going to have matching shapes, colors, parts, pairs, mirror images, and identifying objects. Ooh, so exciting. Logic, she's going to be matching features, drawing conclusions, comparing weight and speed, and patterns. And then with creativity, they're going to be tracing animals, drawing faces, drawing animals, scenes, and creative drawing. This is really cool. My daughter, she is so smart. And, and I know that this is a lot of games or whatever, but I really believe that, especially at the age that my child is, she's about to turn 4. She's not even 4 yet. Children learn by playing. And one of the things that I've noticed, especially about school and me growing up in public school, is that we were definitely focused not so much on playing anymore, but really just all on academics. And academics, it has its worth, but education really doesn't just happen in the classroom. It happens in life. And you spend so much time in classes preparing for the real world. And homeschool, I think, gives you the opportunity to learn in the real world. You're always in the real world. And the curriculum that we have at our disposal really helps them to explore and be creative and not just be limited by sitting in a classroom and just being spoken to, and having to produce whatever information someone is asking of them. So I'm very excited about this journey that I'm starting. I'm very nervous as well. And a lot of the parents I've spoken to have had the same experiences. But they've all gotten through it. And you know what? When I see some of my friends with their children that they're homeschooling, their children are fine. They're learning. They're socialized, which is one of the big excuses or reasons people say don't homeschool. But you know, our children, they're socialized. There's so much out there. There's co-op groups, there play groups, there's all these different activities and groups that they can engage in and friends that they can make, and the places we can go to during the day. Field trips are not field trips as in school where you went once a year or twice a year, because that's how often we went here. I mean, I live in New York. I'm not in the country somewhere, and so, you know, field trips for us was a real treat. But this is something that could happen all the time, and I really want my child to be more involved in nature as well. And that's kind of hard sometimes when I'm a city girl. You know, I've always lived in the city. I don't have deers or rabbits hanging out my window. You know, I have traffic and highways and big skyscrapers. And so, you know, one of the things that I want to expose my child to that type of living. And that'll be just us exploring the city as well, going out for hiking, and that'll take some time, but it's just something that I'm dedicated to trying to do. The next little object that I see here, I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is, but I'm sure that my instructions will tell me pretty soon. Oh, this is the purple linker. It's a learning device supposedly to help the child with letters, and they can play with the letter. It's about kind of you can form it into any letter. It develops visual and motor skills by forming not only letters but numbers and shapes as well. So we'll see how this little contraption works out. Okay. Books. Yes. All right. So we have a packet here. Different books. So strange. I have to open this. Okay. Well, the first book, this was actually one of the books that I added because it wasn't part of the curriculum, and it's everything a child should know about God. So I thought we would read one of these a day. And then some of the other books, some of the other things here are about shapes and drawing, I guess. Like the matching game. Memory. I guess that's what it would be. Has other books in here, but I don't want to open the packet right now because I still have to sort through all these other things. Okay. This is light clay. I guess like Play-Doh. And it's going to help, obviously, with your motor skills as well, imagination, building. It says that it's actually it's better than Play-Doh just because they say you can leave it out and it won't dry out. So I thought that was good because I bought my daughter a Play-Doh one day and it was over by the next day. That thing was like hard like a rock. So it'll help do these different little projects that you see here. So cute. So I'm looking forward to this. I know she's gonna enjoy this though. Her first scissors. She always sees the adult scissors and wants to go for them, but obviously she doesn't have the skills yet to use them. So I bought the little children's scissors, which are softer. They have a softer grip, and a child can use them. So cool. We have Tiggly Math. Tiggly math. It says it basically engages their senses as they are learning math. And there you go in the back. So I guess it's these little pieces, and I don't know. I'll figure it out as I read them. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. It opens up. How it works. You simply tap the toy on the screen and our apps react. Oh, interesting. So these are these little knobs, or the pouches, or whatever. What are these knobs? And I guess when you do the math, you line it up to whatever the equation or the formula is. Very interesting. It has motor skills. It's going to help with counting, addition, problem solving, executive functioning skills, flexible thinking, asking what if, role playing, and storytelling. This should be good. Math. I do feel like my daughter has a little hesitancy when it comes to numbers. She's more apt at reading and wanting to enjoy our reading. And she'll do a little counting, but besides that, there's not much numbers that she, it's not much about numbers that she really likes. So that's something I really want to try and push there. Oh, then we have Tiggly Words. And that also engages their senses. It's gonna learn. She's gonna learn. Short and long vowels, word building and storytelling, and spelling patterns and exploration. So these are things that you use with, I guess, iPad, or whatever kind of tablet you have. Oh, how cool is this? Look at this. So same thing. This is gonna learn, like I said before, long and short vowels with phonics. Nouns and verbs, word building, memory, problem solving, expanding concepts, and storytelling. So you can carry these with you, and it provides a pouch as well inside. Let me just try, I'm trying to open it. So these are the vowels, and it has a pouch in the back. It has a pouch in the back. So when we go to the park and we're just going to sit and study outside, I can take them with me. You know, I'm trying to take advantage of the season. I'm trying to take advantage, even though I'm starting classes in September. I'm going to try for my classes to really be outside most of the time, because once winter comes, obviously, that's it for going outside for a while. And I'm going to try and do some seasonal activities as well. Oh my gosh, this is heavy. Oh, this is mounting up around me. Wow. Okay. Books to read. Yay! We have the Pre-K Timberdoodles Curriculum Handbook. That's the first book. And then whatever other books are in here. You know what? I'm going to open it because... Oh, wait. I can see them from the side. So we have Emergency Services. I'm going to open them anyhow. I actually got from a friend who homeschools a ton of books that I have to sort through as well. And building up my daughter's library. So I'm glad that I didn't order a lot of books from here, even though these are specific to what we're going to be still learning. And the curriculum that I have set out, and the way I have to start planning out the lessons. That's going to be one of my other videos about my lesson planning. Okay, so we have Farmland Math. Okay. And this is with that, with the first object that I showed you guys. The map. Where is it? I just had it down here. So I told you it would tell me how to play the game. And so every day it has a lesson. or as many times, because the checklist that we have on how to organize this will tell me how many times a week I have to do each thing, or I have to do each activity. I'm sorry, I know I'm a little messy right now. I'm just trying to find the farmland thing that I showed you, which is the first object, but it got buried in here. It's buried. It's buried. There's no hope. I'll find it later on. So, for example, week 1. This will be the lesson for week 1 when it comes to that mat that I showed you at the beginning for the farmland math. And so, for example, it says goal, practice counting from 1 to 3. She already knows how to count to 10. Actually, I think she might know how to count to 12. So each week, when it comes to this particular game, this is the lesson that it'll be. Now, when it comes to pre-K, when it comes to homeschooling, you're not teaching more than 2 hours a day. So this is not like, don't think about this as in school, when you're going to school and you're sitting in a class for 8 hours. That's not happening. We're teaching, all these games may take 10 minutes out of that hour, or 5 minutes out of that hour. It's nothing extensive because they're still kids. They're playing, but they're learning. And they're learning in ways that sometimes we as adults can't comprehend anymore, because we've been so conditioned to learn in a specific way. We've been conditioned to sit and to listen and to be spat at. And, you know, so this is going to be just maybe not even 5 minutes of her day, but it's going to teach her how to count. So this is the Pre-K Timberdoodles Curriculum Handbook, and it teaches, or it helps me with my planning. Basically, it'll suggest how your year should look, how many times a day, how many times a week you're going to do a certain activity, and then, but I have to plan it out myself because I'm like that. And then it has a weekly checklist as well, which I think this is more how I'm going to operate from week to week. But I'm going to have my entire year laid out. Even though week to week will be more of a flexibility thing. So I'll look at that later on. But it basically just goes through all the subjects that I'll be teaching her, how the games or everything that came in that kit will fall in place into that. So I'll read that later on. The next book we have, this will be the, I believe this is the history book, which is the atlas, the picture atlas. Our wonderful planet is full of beautiful buildings, exotic animals, and fabulous sights to see. Oh, how cool is this? You may not see it from here, but they're little cutouts. You can see them. They're little cutouts here, and she'll pull them down. Boop, and there'll be something behind them. So there's a couple of little windows in planet Earth here. Oh, how cool is this? This is so cool. I know I say that a lot, but it is. You know, I love learning. I want my child to love learning as well. We'll have fun learning together. Now, some of you might be asking, well, exactly how are you and your husband going to work this out? Well, one of the things I will tell you is we both work full time. We both work outside the home. It's not like I'm staying home to homeschool. Right now, we have the flexibility that I work in the day and he kind of works at night. So we'll be kind of shifting it around. But again, like we said, it's only an hour, 2 hours out of the day. I spend so much time with my daughter. Even when I come home after work, I'll come home and I'll spend time reading her 6 books. You know, and she'll be like, "Mommy, let's read." So, you know, I guess it's really about unschooling in a way and not thinking about it school in that technical way. All right, her first sticker activity book. It's not her first, obviously, because I buy her tons of stuff. But sticker activities. Can you color in the apple? All right, so again, same things. Coloring, tracing, all those good things that kids like to do. Then we have mathematical reasoning. Ooh. Genius work in the making. Mathematical reasoning. So we have shapes and counting, skunks. Point to the red square. Point to the blue square. This is cool. Alright, so mathematical reasoning. This will be obviously one of her math books. Then we have doodle and draw inside, outside, everywhere. Oh, great, because my daughter draws everywhere. She's not into the drawing inside yet. Sorry. And she draws everything with one color. So this is cool, doodling. Add more pizzas. Very cool. Simple concepts like counting and opposites. The next book is Build a Picture Town Sticker Book. So you're going to put all the buildings, cars, trucks, and busy people together to create the pictures in the neighborhood. Aww. Reminds me of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. God, I love Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Anyhow, I don't want to go off on a tangent. But I do love Mr. Rogers. The next book is the Usborne Animal Alphabet Activity Book. And it says it's packed with puzzles to help children learn the alphabet, build phonic awareness, and develop pen control. And obviously, because she's 3, she's getting a grasp on doodling and scribbling, but still in yet, you know, that motor skill is still not completely there. Oh wow, this looks a little. So, for example, copy the letter A. Can you find a color? So let's say, depending on how many times I have to do this during the week, it could be one page a day. And when you're done with it, that's it. You move on to the next game. You move on to the next activity. One of the tips that I've gotten over and over from other parents has been when you start seeing your child fidgeting, moving around, going off, that means it's time for a break. You know, it's homeschool. We don't clock out. It just is what it is. So don't worry about it. Keep it moving. Then we have another first sticker book for castles. Medieval castles, knights, and all that good stuff. Cute. Not quite sure what the stickers are supposed to really teach though. But whatever. It's fun. She loves stickers. She loves peeling and sticking. That will not be a problem for her. Emergency services. I remember I bought her first. I bought a little book like this before. It was just stickers. And I also bought her the actual emergency cards. So she has a little police truck and an ambulance and fire truck. So this has illustrations, photographs, stickers of emergency services, of people and their tools. This should be fun. We also have a fire station close by, so you know, maybe we could take a trip down there one day. I don't know. We'll see. And I have the police station is really nearby. So, okay. What your preschooler needs to know. Getting ready for kindergarten and supporting her in her literature, her music, history, science, and the arts. Now, wow, these are stories and songs and poems. Wow, I like this. So, for example, poems. She knows this one already. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Little summer wants to play. Rain, rain, go away. So cute. So it has poems, it has songs and stories. Oh, she's gonna love this. Oh my God. She has this book too. The Gingerbread Man. She has this book. She makes me read it all the time. And it's not a short story either. So she's going to love it when she sees it in here. That's so fun. Okay. And then, okay, so that was the last of the books so far. And then the last item in this box is the Amusement Park Engineer. It's an engineering kit with a storybook attached to it. So it has 97 building pieces. Woo! It's heavy. You can do roller coasters, Ferris wheels, merry-go-rounds, slides, and seesaws. I don't think she's ever seen a seesaw. I don't know about any of you guys, but there's no seesaws in New York anymore. All we have are usually the monkey bars, the bridges, those bridges that they run through now. And there are no seesaws. That was one of my favorite playground things to do, besides the swings. But there are no seesaws in New York. I don't know. So this is interesting, and this is, again, also part of the STEM. Learning how to engineer, learning how to build, being interested in creating things with your hands. So this is it, folks. This is my Timberdoodle daughter's pre-K curriculum for the year. This is what I will be delving into, teaching her. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. Honestly, I'm going to try and probably do some reviews the more we get involved and the more I actually learn about each tool, and as I practice. Maybe I could do something of a review towards the middle of the year, see what I am currently using, maybe what I've stopped or postponed using. That's the other thing about homeschooling. There is no have-tos. You don't have to use every piece of item that comes in the kit. And your child is not going to gravitate to everything. There's a season where they may just want to read. There's a season where they are just going to want to build, and that's okay. And so, also learning for me to not just let it be very free-flowing, because I am not that way, but also learning not to be so strict and rigid that it's going to be a little overbearing. So, really trying to balance it out, see what's going to be most effective, what I could have done without. And maybe I could fill you guys in the future as to what worked and what didn't work. So if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I hope to see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.